สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผมครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who is interested is welcome to join. We are waiting for our first participant, which is Professor Ken from Switzerland. Hi, Professor.
Good afternoon, Ajaan. Very fast.
What is fast?
I got onto the queue very quickly today.
Uh, it depends on who are let in first. I think there are quite a few on waiting list, and I think we try to change the queue so that everybody has a chance to get the first queue, and happens to be you tonight.
Okay, good. So I'd like to ask a question, Ajaan.
Sure, go ahead.
When Ajaan talks about seeing the Four Noble Truths inside in real time, is that a process that happens in stages? So seeing the Four Noble Truths first with respect to the body, and then later on with respect to the Namakandhas.
Well, in real life, you have suffering every day, whether you see it or not. When you feel unhappy with something, there's the first noble truth already appearing in your mind. But instead of seeing the first noble truth in your mind, you see the problem, the trigger instead. You see the people that makes you feel unhappy. So you're misdirected to what you see is not the problem outside. What you see outside is not a real problem. It's just a trigger. Like when somebody says something bad to you, you feel bad. Feeling bad is dukkha. See,
Mm.
if you practice, if you have jhana, instead of looking outside, you're looking inside. You say, "Oh, I'm feeling bad because this guy triggered the feeling bad inside me." And what is the cause of this feeling bad? It's my desire for that person not to treat me badly.
Mm.
I want him to treat me good, but he's not treating me good. So I feel terrible. So in order to get rid of this terrible feeling, I don't go change the person and say, "Hey, can you be nice to me?" I change my attitude toward that person instead. Stop my desire for him to be good to me. Because I can see him, he's like the weather. He's anatta. I cannot control him. I cannot tell him to do this or do that for me all the time. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. So instead of changing the trigger, you should change the cause of your bad feeling, which is your desire or craving, tanha. Craving, desire, expectation, hoping, wanting, these are all the same thing. You stop this one and say, okay, I don't care. You can do anything to me. It doesn't matter. I don't expect you to be nice to me anymore. So I don't feel bad. I don't feel hurt. See?
Mm.
But if you don't have in jhana, your mind is not inside, looking inward. You tend to look outward instead. Look at the triggers that trigger your bad feelings inside. So instead of correcting the problem at the root cause, which is your desire or your cravings, you try to change the person that caused you to feel bad. Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot. You might buy some gift to that person. Oh, he feel good and he'll treat you nice for a few days. But who knows? He might get angry at you again some other day. So you still have bad feelings if you rely on him or her to act properly to make you feel happy. But if you look at the real truth, the truth, you see that this person is changing all the time. Sometimes he has good uh, good action. Sometimes he act badly because he have good feeling, good emotion. Someday he have bad emotion. Someday, so he acts according to his emotion, and his emotion is uncontrollable. So this person is not under your control because even himself cannot control his own emotion.
Mm.
He might like to be nice to you all the time, but sometimes you just couldn't do it because of something you might say or something you might do that cause him to get mad at you. But you will not have any bad feelings if you just don't expect anything from that person. So you see the Four Noble Truths inside. You deal with your dukkha inside. Change your attitude, change your craving, because you have wisdom. You see that the person, the trigger is not the real problem. The trigger, and you cannot control the trigger either. The real problem is your wanting or desire for that person to treat you nicely.
Okay.
Do you see this when you feel bad? Or you look at the
Yep.
outside more and try to change the outside and change the inside? When it's hot, you turn on the air conditioner. Why don't you change your attitude toward the weather, the temperature? Say, okay, I can take it hot or take it cold.
Mm.
You don't say, you still change the trigger. You don't want to change the real cause of your bad feeling, which is your desire to maintain a certain level of temperature, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's too hot, you turn on the air conditioner. If it's too cold, you turn on the heater. So you just keep running back and forth, trying to try to make you maintaining a good feeling inside yourself. And sometimes you cannot sometimes you cannot control change cannot turn on the air conditioner because it's breakdown. What do? Then you suffer. But if you change your attitude, say, okay, I can take hot or cold, then you don't have to have an air conditioner or you don't have to have a heater. See, we all we try to change the trigger and not change the real cause uh, of our bad feelings, which is inside, because we don't see that the world is uh, uncertain. It's changing all the time. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it comes down. Sometimes you have hot weather, sometimes you have cold weather. So if you try to accept them for what they are, then you won't have any bad feelings inside you. And you don't have to go install air conditioners or heater. If it's cold, you just put on a blanket or something. If it's hot, you just take a shower or something. Do something naturally rather
Mm-hmm.
than to do something unnaturally. And if worst come to worst, you just have to say, well, maybe if it's the time for the body to suffer, to get sick, to die, and it's going to happen one day, sooner or later. And you're going to have to deal with that too, also, when the time comes. Even the body itself is a trigger, also, to your dukkha. When your body doesn't feel well, your mind also feel bad already. But if you look at the nature of the body and say, well, you cannot always maintain the wellness of the body. Sometimes you get sick, and sometimes you cannot heal it right away. You cannot. So you during that time you should have to suffer, or you don't have to suffer if you know the cause of your suffering is your desire for the body to get well very quickly, right
Yeah.
now. But you look at the truth and you say, well, it doesn't gonna get well right now. It's gonna take a few days. So you change your craving or your desire to say, okay, I'll wait, let the body heal itself. In the meantime, try to be happy with the sickness of the body. So we have Four Noble Truths happening inside us all the time, but we don't see it because we keep looking outside and we try to change the outside. And changing the outside never solve the problem. It might solve the problem temporarily. Sometimes you can change the outside, sometimes you cannot. And even if you can change the outside today, tomorrow it's going to change again. Something else is going to happen again. That will make you unhappy again. But you keep changing your inside. Okay, try to tune in with the outside. Try to be in harmony with the outside. Live with the outside. Then you don't have to change the outside because you change your craving. You reduce or stop your cravings. That's the main cause of your suffering. So you need to practice a lot of meditation to bring your mind inside. Once you get to jhana, your mind is completely inside. When you're in jhana, the mind temporarily disconnect from the body and the outside world. And you see all that's going on inside your mind. Even after you reconnect with the body and receive the sensory triggers, you see the reaction inside yourself. The problem is in your reaction toward the trigger. So you change your reaction, that's all. Then your bad feeling will disappear. Then you can live with anything, even the dissolution of the body, which you know it will happen sooner or later too, or the sickness. Once you have jhana, your mind is strong enough to remain calm and not reacting and can face anything that happens. Because things don't happen to the mind, things happen to the body, things happening on the outside. The mind just like a viewer, like somebody watching a movie. And all that's going on in the movie doesn't affect the audience, the viewer. But the viewer become emotionally involved, that's all. That's the problem.
Mm.
But if you practice meditation, you become detached to what you view, what you see. And you just merely see and not reacting emotionally, not becoming emotionally involved with what you see. This is what equanimity is. Once you have equanimity, you don't involve with whatever you see. You just see. You don't get involved. You look at it like a movie. You cannot change the movie. It's already been produced and directed. All you can do is just watch.
Mm.
Watch with detachment or watch with attachment. If you watch with attachment, you feel emotionally involved. If you watch with detachment, you don't feel any emotionally involved with what you see. You just merely see. Because you know it's just a movie. Our life is just like a movie. The mind is like the viewer. See the comparison?
Yeah.
Try to teach the viewer to be detached and not to get involved. But the viewer like to react, like to get involved. If you see something not he doesn't like, he jump in and say, "Oh, you have to do this, I have to do that." You want to change the movie. You cannot change the movie. The movie moves along, it goes on. So you get less and frustrated eventually if you try to react or become emotionally involved. But if you are detached, you're just viewing what you see and not reacting, then you don't feel anything. You just feel happy. You feel content, happy to see things happening, whether good or bad. It's just a movie. It's just a story. Our life is like a story, like a movie. Eventually, we know how it's gonna end. So I get get excited or get sad or get emotionally involved anyway, because in the
Mm.
end, the body will come to cessation, and that's the end of our story.
Yeah.
So you need to practice mindfulness to get to jhana. Then once you have jhana, you see the world in a different light, in a different perspective. You see it as a viewer, as a not an actor, not somebody involved with life. We are now involved in life, our life. We react to things, and we become emotionally drained,
Mm.
trying to deal with everything.
Yeah.
Anything else you understand, or you want me to clarify?
That's very clear and very helpful, Tanajan. Thank you for that explanation.
Okay, I'll move on to the next person,
Thank
which
you,
is Alex.
Tanajan.
Okay, Alex Turpin. You're next, Alex.
Hello, Tanajan. Are you
I
well?
haven't seen you a few months now.
Yes, yes. Are you keeping well?
Yes, I'm okay.
Good, good. Um, Tanajan, I wanted to ask, please. So I went to a UK Thai forest monastery recently because I'm looking to ordain, and the one I went to, I was asking about, they were telling me about what it involves, sort of day to day as a monk. And my understanding is that they don't actually teach meditation, which I found quite odd. And I was just wondering whether that was the norm in Thailand for the monks to not be explicitly taught meditation, and if so, how do they practice? How do they learn the Noble Eightfold Path? Is it just by books, or what role does the teacher play in a the novice monks training?
Well, in Thailand, we have two distinct types of monastery or temples: scholastic and meditative. If you attend a scholastic temple, they teach you study the scriptures and do all the rituals, chanting and whatever has to be done. Because lay people come in and expect monks to perform ritual for them also. But this is not what the original Buddhism was like. Original Buddhism was just a meditative type of monastery or temple, or the forest tradition, real forest tradition. There won't be much studying of the scriptures. We learn from our teacher instead. Our teacher will teach us just only the things that is important or necessary for our practice, which is how to develop meditation, the tools that we need, which is the Eight Noble Path, the Eightfold Path, which is something we have to develop, and we have to live in a frugal way and keep ourselves alone most of the time, seclusion, and we don't deal much with the lay people doing performance rituals, accept invitation to go to their houses, to bless them, to chant for them, and to have a meal or something like that. These are not usually the work of the forest tradition. Forest tradition tend to be situated quite far from the town and cities in a remote area where it's suitable for meditation. So I'm not sure which monastery you attend to and happen to be called Forest Monastery.
It was one of the Thai forest Sangha monasteries, one of Ajahn Chah's, his sort of England, one of his sort of English.
And they don't meditate at all?
No, it's not. They do meditate, and there is time for meditation as well as for chanting and studying and so on. But what concerned me is that I don't believe they actually teach you how to meditate. So, for example, I don't believe they would teach you how to, the parts of the body, to combat lust, or mindfulness of breathing. So it just that kind of confused me and concerned me a bit, because I would have expected that a monastery would do that, right? That we would be taught as monks how to do various types of meditation. Is that Tanajan's understanding as well in general?
No, actually, when you actually practicing, you go step by step. So I think they want to concentrate on your first step first, which is mindfulness and meditation, not worrying too much about wisdom yet. They want you to reach jhana first, full concentration first. Once you have full concentration, then you will be able to develop the Four Noble Truths, see that Four Noble Truths, and see how to deal with see how to practice the Four Noble Truths properly. But at the first stage, they just want you to be mindful all the time, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. And in between, you meditate whenever you can. But there are some other things you have to do in life also: eating, cleaning, sweeping. So you do this thing as well as developing mindfulness together first. Be mindful of what you do.
Okay.
So for the first stage, you don't really need to know much. Just know how to be mindful and how to meditate, sit down and become still for a long time. So it's not much to learn at first. But you might study on your own, like the Four Noble Truths, the Noble Eightfold Path. But these things, they sometimes can interfere with your concentration, because the goal of concentration is to stop thinking. In order to meditate and become successful in your meditation, you have to stop thinking. So if you still keep studying, reading, and thinking about all the subject of Dhamma, when you meditate, you find it to become a hindrance, because your mind will become restless, agitated. So maybe they want to discourage any of this studying and thinking, to promote concentration, mindfulness, to stop thinking first.
Um, does Tanajan have any views about, if I was looking for a monastery, which monastery to pick, to sort of ordain in and to be in, or does it not matter, or?
Well, it depends on you yourself, what you want and where you are, what is convenient for you, and all these other conditions, which I cannot imagine and tell you which is good for you. This is something you have to look for yourself.
I see. Part of me was considering going to Thailand and just traveling around a number of monasteries and seeing which one is suitable for me. Does that seem an appropriate idea in Tanajan?
Yes, that's a good start. Go to the Forest Tradition Monastery. where they have foreign practitioner, because you need somebody to speak your language. Yeah. If you to go to a Thai, completely Thai monastery, no, you might not be able to communicate with the people you live with. So there are usually a few well-known international monastery, like in Thailand, either in the Ajaan Chah tradition or Ajaan tradition. These two main traditions.
Ajahn Chah and Ajahn Mun.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Ajahn. The other thing I wanted to ask is that if it was similar to what Professor Ken was talking about, or what you were talking about with Professor Ken, and that was that, you know, if someone says something to you on and that can make you, you know, and you can suffer, but they're just the trigger, whereas the suffering is actually coming from inside.
That's
Um,
right.
I just wanted, I was just wondering if Tanajan could give some practical advice about what to do in the moment where, for example, someone says something that upsets us or makes us annoyed or angry, and then we get that feeling of, this isn't very nice. I'm not sure what to do. I can understand intellectually that the problem is with me and my own ignorant mind, but in the moment, I don't know what to do practically, whether it's a case of just going Buddho, 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 focusing on the breath, or I don't feel equipped presently to be able to deal with that in the moment. I might, because it's one thing to like create the conditions so that that thing doesn't happen in the first place. But at the moment, I haven't done that, although I'm working towards it. But at the moment, when someone says something that makes me feel unpleasant, I just feel the unpleasantness and I don't know what to do with it. So, what would Tanajan's advice be in that situation, please?
Well, just tell yourself that what caused you to be unhappy is just a trigger. So you don't try to deal with that trigger at all. Just leave the trigger alone and come inside and deal with the real cause of your unpleasantness and your bad feeling, which is your cravings or your desire for that person to be nice to you. By looking at that person as something like the weather, you cannot control them. So let them do whatever they want to do to you, even killing you. If you can do that, then you won't feel any, you won't have any suffering. You won't have any feeling bad. Your bad feeling arising from your desire for the trigger to be nice to you, to do something good to you. And when that trigger doesn't do what you expect, then you become, like you said, you have this bad feeling happening inside yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can remind yourself all the time that whatever outside is not the problem. The problem is inside me, not the person, not that person or this person, not the weather, not the job, not anything at all. The problem is me. I'm creating the problem for myself by my desire to have things in a certain way. That's all. And
And would Tana,
we cannot always get what we want. So we just have to learn to accept things as they come and not trying to design them to be in a certain way for you, You cannot choose things outside. They come and you just have to take them as they come.
and should we have these kind of thoughts while the feeling is going on?
Well, when you have this feeling, you say, well, what is what is the cause of this feeling? The cause of this feeling is because you want to do something with the trigger. You're not happy with the trigger, but you have to learn to live with the trigger. That's the answer to cause your bad feeling to go away. You can accept the trigger for what it is, then you will not have any bad feeling. Your bad feeling coming from you don't want this trigger to do what it is doing to you, so you feel bad.
Okay.
So you have to change your mind inside, your expectation or your desire or your wanting from that trigger. Don't expect or don't want anything from that trigger. Just accept it. If it's whatever it gives to you, you accept it. But this is not how you were trained to do. See, you were trained to react to every trigger that causes unpleasantness to you, right? You want to change the trigger, make you feel pleasant, make you feel good.
Okay.
So it's in theory it sounds simple, but in practice it's almost impossible. It's like teaching you to use it. If you're right-handed, I'm starting to teach you to use your left hand, then use your right hand. You won't be able to do it. You just have to slowly develop your ability to use your left hand first. And so you have to develop mindfulness and meditation to get the mind to equanimity first. Then your mind can stop reacting to the trigger. Understand?
Um, I think I'm going to have to put it into practice. I understand it intellectually, as I said, but it's just putting it into practice that's the difficult part because emotions can be very overwhelming.
Yes, it can be. So once it take part, it's like fire. It's like forest fires. It's hard to stop it. It just keep burning until all the trees are burned out before the fire can stop. Same way when you have emotional feeling, it's like a big fire developing in your mind. It will keep burning until eventually all the what you call the trees or whatever that keep it burning all been burned out, then the fire will then stop. But if you have Dhamma, you have wisdom, you tell yourself that you can stop this burning fire right away by stopping your desire for the things that cause you the unpleasant feeling by accepting whatever it is given to you. Like if your boss says this month you're gonna have half salary instead of full salary, you'll start to feel bad already, right? But if you say, okay, if you don't want to feel bad, you say, okay, I accept that. Half is better than nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Understand what I mean?
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Or
Thank
even
you,
if, or even if say he fire you, you don't have any work to do. What can you do?
Tana.
You just have to accept it. If you can accept it, you can still be happy. But you cannot accept it, you will not be happy even after you got fired, even after you're not working. You still be unhappy about it. So Buddhism teaches us to learn to accept things as they come to us. Life is like this, up and down, good and bad. But you can remain calm and peaceful. So the goal is to teach the mind to know that we live in a changing world all the time, constantly changing. Anicca, anatta, not under our control. We cannot control things around us. So we just have to learn to accept them because they keep changing. But we want them to be stable, certain. Sometimes they don't, right?
Yes. Yes.
When they don't, then you feel bad.
Tanajan, I just wanted to ask one final thing, please, if that's okay. Um, when I was at this monastery, we were practicing the eight precepts, the lay people, and I noticed that I felt like I had to eat a lot in order to just, to satisfy my hunger. And I'm just wondering if, over time, and as people's meditation practice develops, whether their need for food goes down. Is that correct? Do they need less calories as they become more developed, or how do monks survive? How do they get enough food just eating once a day?
Because they see the benefit of eating less. It reduces the hindrance to your practice. When you eat more, you tend to be lazy and sleepy. So when you eat less, you tend to be less sleepy and less lazy.
But
So
how do they not lose weight?
how they do not lose weight?
Yeah.
I'm not sure who you're talking about. If
So I'm just
they,
saying, how do they not go really, really, really thin?
well,
Just
they
as a,
come to the level where the food will maintain a certain level. See, if you eat twice, your weight might goes up. If you eat once a day, your weight might reduce to another level. See? And if you succeed, if you find eating less benefit to your practice, you might even eat less than once a day. Sometimes you fast for a few days. Really,
wow. Okay. Okay.
because
Um,
the benefit you get from meditation outweighs the benefit you get from eating. See?
okay.
So as you advance in your practice, you might tend to eat less and less because you feel that it's more helpful to eat less than to eat more.
But how does that work? Because you're getting less energy in, so surely your weight should go down and down and down.
Well, you get in replaces your mental energy, see, which is more important than your physical energy.
Okay. Okay.
When you have meditation, you success in your meditation, your mind becomes strong and it can take on anything, hunger, sickness, or death even. So, the benefit outweighs the loss. That's why people take the precept at first because they realize that they eat less than they tend to be easier for them to meditate. And then when you see the benefit, you then start to reduce more. You might you might start with eating 2 meals a day, but before midday. But then the next step you might reduce to just 1 meal a day. And then further on, you might skip a meal once a day, every other day or something. Because you find eating less is making you more alert, more mindful. So when you meditate, you tend to become calm easier. So this you have to do it. You see it for yourself. Talking about it now is just
Okay.
but you don't need much energy, physical energy when you meditate. You sit most of the time, but you're not using any physical energy.
Okay. Okay.
Even the
Okay.
Buddha, he fasted for 49 days, but he had the mental energy to to go through this uh, the painful part of the body. His mind is strong enough to take the hunger, the pain from hunger. But he wasn't practicing. That's the only problem with him. He thought by fasting alone can get him to enlightenment. But then he realized fasting itself it's just a tool, not the cause for your enlightenment. So he stopped fasting and come back eating normally once a day. And then he concentrated on getting rid of his cravings. So he found the right cause of his problem is his own cravings. So he became enlightened. Okay,
Okay. Thank you, Tanajan.
you're welcome. Okay, next. I'm a little bit slow here, but looking at the person who's next online. Okay, Roberto, you're next.
Hello, Tanajan. How
Yes,
are you, sir?
thank you. Fine. What can I do for you? You're
Just
from
came to.
Brazil. You're from Brazil, right?
Yes, I'm from Rio de Janeiro in
Okay.
Brazil.
Do you know Alfredo? Well, we have a Brazilian from Alfredo who used to attend our meeting, but he's been away for a few months now.
He's from Brazil. I don't know him by name. Maybe I know him if I see him,
Yeah.
but I don't think I know by the name Alfredo.
Okay. Never mind. Just something I just mentioned. What
I
can
know
I
a
do
few
for
other.
you?
just came to pay my respects and listen to your Dhamma talks. I find it very good for my meditation practice and my daily life. So I thank you here. Maybe one day I come here with a question.
Okay, good. At least you listen now, and maybe later you might have some question.
Can I do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Charles and Boa from Nong Khai, Thailand.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Yes, good evening to you both.
Hope you are well. I just wanted to stop in and say it was a pleasure to see you last week. You were looking
Yes,
very well.
thank you. You're back at home now?
Yes, back at home in Nong Khai.
Mhm.
No traveling for a while.
Yeah. Okay, anything you'd like to ask?
No questions this evening. Just wanted to tell you that I'm enjoying the Dharma very much.
Okay, you understand what we were talking about?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Hope you can put it into practice yourself.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, nice talking to you. Okay, how are you, Bua? How's your English? Good?
นิดหน่อยพระอาจารย์
Need
speak
not.
little bit เจ้า
Okay,
ค่ะ
you learn more. You speak more eventually. Okay,
ค่ะ
good.
สาธุเจ้าค่ะ
Sadhu. Next. Ning Ning, we go to Indonesia now, to Ning Ning.
Yeah, Ajahn. Thank you, Ajahn. I learned so much from Ajahn how to change my attitude, not changing the trigger. And now, actually, I have a plan to sell my house. And then, usually, the buyer expectation is to pay the tax less. So the trigger is that the condition from the buyer, they want to pay more less tax. So they expect to the owner, which is me, to lower the price transaction. It means telling lie. So since I want to change my, I mean, I cannot change the trigger, and I don't want to change the trigger, and the condition is they want me to lie. So what should I do, Ajahn?
Well, you must not lie. You must not break the precept. But you can still sell the house by pay the tax yourself.
Yeah. So if I take I mean I pay all the tax if so can I do that, Ajahn?
As
So
long as you don't lie about the price that you sell the house for.
yeah.
But you tell the buyer that you'll pay the tax or the difference that he wants you to pay or he doesn't want to pay. You take up you pay that difference for the buyer. Say the buyer doesn't want to pay $10,000 for the tax. Then you say, okay, I'll pay for that. I'll take that and pay that.
And because the other problem is sometimes the buyer don't want to be known that they have money. So the reason they lower the price transaction is to lie to I mean not to be known that they have that.
Then it's better not sell this to this buyer, find somebody else.
Oh, okay, Ajahn. That's why I'm curious about this thing.
Never break the precept because when you break the precept, you lose more than you gain.
Yeah, that's why.
You gain the money, but you go to hell. You go to become an animal. Is it worth it or not?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Okay.
So if I use the broker, and then I tell the broker, yeah, you just manage all the transaction for me, and I expect the price is this sum, and then let the broker taking care of all. But I don't know, is the broker lie or not? Is it good idea or not, Ajahn?
As long as you don't tell him to lie or to cheat, it's up to him. You just tell him the sum that you want from the house.
Yeah.
And how he get it for you, that's not your business. You see,
Oh, okay. That's why I'm thinking of change my attitude. So I should maybe find some other way, because if I deal face to face with the buyer,
mhm.
they usually want me to lie.
You have to break the precept. So you let somebody break the precept for you.
Yeah.
But you don't tell him that. You don't tell him to break the precept. He
Yeah,
has to do it voluntarily, willingly, because he might make some money from breaking the precept, but he doesn't care.
yeah, that's right. Okay, I know that.
But you must not tell him to break the precept. You just tell him that you want this lump sum price, and however he gets it, it's up to him.
Mm, yeah, I want to do that because that's the only possibility right now.
Mhm.
Usually, every buyer want to pay less tax.
It's up to them. It's up to your middleman to do the work for you.
Yeah,
You pay
that's
him the commission, and you say this is how much money you want from the house, and that's it. How he does it, that's not your business anymore.
yeah. Okay, Ajahn, thank you. And then my question, Ajahn, about the Queen Malika, Ajahn. Why the Queen Malika after reborn in the Niraya 7 days, and then she can directly reborn in the Tusita heaven, Ajahn?
Because the karma changes, the balance of karma changes.
Not always go to the human realm before go to the heaven. Can directly from Niraya to the heaven.
I don't know, yeah, but somehow the karma balance in the account changes, so your status change. If you have 10 million and then you have 1 more million added to your account, then your status change.
Okay. And then on Dhamma in front of the Kuti, Achan said that even the one who reborn in the lower realm and also higher realm, they are all still trapped. Actually, still trapped in the cycle of reborn.
That's right.
Yeah. Sometimes before Achan said that, sometimes I am not really realize that heaven is blessing Achan. Sometimes we feel that reborn in the heaven realm is blessed. I mean, it's good karma. It's the good option also for being reborn.
But it's temporarily. Yeah. After a while, you will have to be reborn as a human again once your good karma expire.
And also, this Buddhist era still, I mean, if we count 5,000 Buddhist era, maybe after reborn in the heaven, we will reborn in the time where there is no Dhamma. Is it correct, Achan?
That's right. You don't reborn as human every time there are Buddhism in this world. Sometimes you're born and there's no Buddhism left in this world. So you're blind when there's no Buddhism to lead you. Except if you're a Sotapanna, then you have established Buddhism inside yourself.
That's why that's also trigger me to study more and practice more, because it's not good. I mean, it's not good condition even if I reborn in the heaven.
Yeah, the goal is not to reborn at all. Now
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
do it.
yeah. That's the goal, Ajahn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So study more, practice more. You
yeah,
have enough practice already. You have enough study already. What you need is practice now.
yeah. I practice more and keep on doing. I
Mm.
practice dying, Ajahn, before I dead.
Mm.
That's why I learned so much when I stayed in Wat Yan, that I changed my attitude toward the heat stroke. That time I cannot stand of heat, but Achan said that I should be stand of everything of the nature. That give me that support my spirit so much, Achan.
Yeah, you have to learn to live in poverty.
Yeah, that's why my mom surprised that why now you can live without air condition. When the electricity off, I don't mind, and I just keep calm and can sleep well, Ajahn.
That's right. Because the worst, you might have to experience worse than this. You might get sick, you might get dying, and this is the worst condition for you. And you still have to be able to pass the test, you know.
Yeah, that's my big resolution to my body. The experience of staying in Watian. Actually, before I met Ajahn, I don't know that I'm deluded. I think that changing the trigger is okay. I mean, it's not doing any wrong, not break the precept or everything. But for the higher goal, like to be enlightened, we have to accepting the truth.
Leave the trigger alone. Let them
Yeah.
and change your cause of your dukkha. Eliminate the cause of your dukkha, which are your cravings and desire.
Yeah, meeting Ajahn is my happiness. I have so much big resolution to my body, Ajahn, which I need for my practice. Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Buddha.
Next, Lynn also from Indonesia. Lynn.
Good evening, Tanajan. Very happy to see you tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a few questions tonight about one of my close relatives. He has been married twice, and then due to some conditions, he had to leave his first family and children. So not long after that, a few years after that, he started a new family. And then long after the second family, he decided to go back to his first family. And then my question is he breaking the precept? And what are the consequences from Buddhist point of view?
I think you should just leave him alone. Don't worry about him. You just don't do it, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason I ask is because he is somebody that I feel indebted to.
I know you try to understand your trigger, which is something you don't have to understand. All you need to do is accept the trigger. That's all.
Okay.
It's like this, and just accept it for what it is. And whatever karma consequence you have to bear, it's his business, not your business.
Okay. And if I sort of lose the respect for him now, does it mean that I react to the trigger?
Yes, you react. You should behave normally. Conventionally, if you have to respect him because due to conventional, tradition, then you just have to continue respecting. At least outside, you show respect. Inside, you might not have any respect.
Yeah, because of this, I feel unhappy deep inside me because I have to change the way I look at him now.
Because you don't accept the trigger for what it is. The trigger changed and you don't want it to change. Instead of changing yourself, you want to change the trigger. You want him to go back to the way he was before in order to maintain your respect, right? But now he's no longer respectful. You don't feel respectful to this person anymore. Well, what you feel inside, that's another matter. But as far as dealing with the outside, you still have to maintain good relationship, loving kindness, forgiveness.
But if I'm not happy inside me, is that forgiveness?
You're not happy because it's your craving. See, you're craving. You're not happy because he's not what he used to be anymore, and you cannot accept this. So you have to change your craving. But say that things change, the trigger already now change. So you have to lower or change your expectation of that person.
So if I still have the craving inside me, does it mean that I haven't forgiven the person?
Yes, you have forgiven, but you still haven't forgot. Yes, I forgot.
Okay. Okay.
But if you actually forgive, then you shouldn't have any bad feeling toward that person.
That's true. Yeah. That's what I contemplated last time. So yeah.
You have to look at the person as anatta, and you cannot control that person. So he changes up to him, but you can still maintain good relationship with that person if you have to. If you don't have to, then okay, you go separate ways.
Which means that by keeping distance, also a reaction.
No, not reaction, just not staying. When you go close, then you're reacting. But when you just maintain equanimity, then you're not reacting.
Mm.
Just remain. You have to. It doesn't. It's not the physical distance. It's a mental distance that you have to keep away.
Mm-hmm.
Equanimity will give you the mental distance.
Mm.
Even though physically you might be close to that person, but mentally you have nothing, no any feeling toward that person. You're neutral toward that person.
Mm.
You don't hate, you don't like, you don't hate that person, nor like that person. You're just somewhere in between. Neither like nor dislike.
Mm.
Equanimity, neutral.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I do understand now. That's all I want to
Okay.
ask. Yeah. Thank you so much for the very enlightening guidance. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo from Uruguay.
Hello, Tana-chan. Nice to see you and all the Sangha. Thank you for all your teachings. And first of all, if you let me know to Roberto Carvalho that Alfredo is here now and he says Upeka on
He's in the
the
room
lower
also.
side.
I didn't see
He's on
him.
the room seat.
I see. Okay, thank you. Because I turn on the speaker view, so I don't see all the participants at the same time.
Okay. Although one is from Rio and the other one, I think, is from the north part
Sao
of
Paulo,
Brazil.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Sao
right.
Paulo. I forgot. I
Thank
thought
you.
it was. Thank you.
No,
I
thank you.
turn on the speaker view so I can see you closely.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for all the teachings on worldly life and all these samsara problems that we all deal every day. But your great Panya teach us how to deal with all this and how to get involved with our mind more than with our physical body. I'd like to ask you, Tanajan, Uposatha. I know it's a celebration, and usually we meditate all day, all night long. But how should we practice and do that? That's my question, please.
Well, Uposatha is like Sabbath day in Christianity, right? You have a Sabbath day. So you stop your worldly activities, stop working, stop involving with sensual pleasures, and concentrate on your ability to practice whatever level of practice that you can. Dana, Sila, and Pavana. See? So you want to concentrate on your effort on the spiritual work now, yeah, on this day rather than on the rather than about doing other worldly matters. So you give up, you stop worldly matters, and then turn for do spiritual matters. Like in the morning, you might give alms. If there's somebody around to receive alms, you can give some money or give some things away, and then keep the precept, either 5 or the 8, depending on what ability to do. And then if you can meditate, then just practice mindfulness and meditation. And then you might read Dhamma books or listen to Dhamma talk. These are the activity you want to concentrate on the Uposatha day. Sometimes you go to the temple because this is the temple will arrange this activity for you. But if you're on your own house, then you have to set up your activity on your own. You can decide how much you want to meditate, how much you want to develop mindfulness, how much you want to study. No worldly matters, no worldly working, no work, no business, no news, no follow the news of the world, what's going on in this world, no entertainment, no eating pleasure, eating for just survival, eating maybe just once a day but not after midday. If you eat twice, not after midday, for instance. So seek seek no sensual pleasures. Seek for spiritual pleasure, for meditation. Seek for jhana. Seek for upekkha. That's the goal for Uposatha day, to get to upekkha.
Okay.
And you can do this. Uposatha day actually is 24 hours, right? From morning of this day, from the morning of today to the next day. This is one.
Right.
This is one round, complete round, 1 day and 1 night. We call it.
Okay.
Okay, clear.
Clear, very clear.
Like joining this Dhamma talk also is considered to be studying Dhamma.
Okay.
But don't join the talk about politics or about business or.
And the last thing I would like to comment, especially for Alex, is that I eat once a day, every day. And here you see me, I am not too skinny. and I live very well, eating once a day.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Gary from Singapore.
Ajaan, one question from me tonight. Just now, with Professor Ken, we spoke about the unpleasant feeling like anger that arises in the mind. But sometimes when we do not have enough equanimity, we might have to use maybe some patient endurance to deal with it. What's your
Whatever you can deal with it, whatever you can use to deal with it, that's okay. But the thing is not to deal with the trigger. The thing is to deal with your craving. How to stop your craving, your desire for the trigger to be this or to be like this or to be like that. You want to stop your desire to change the trigger. Just leave the trigger alone. Sometimes you can use mindfulness mantra, bhutto, 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 to keep your mind from reacting.
Yeah, that's usually what I tend to. I tend to using Puto.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works. I mean, if it's really strong, I will have to chant quicker. Just to cancel
and longer.
time and longer, yes, until the eventual defilement goes away.
Until the dukkha disappears, you feel good again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deal with the problem inside yourself, not with the other people around you. Because they are not the real problem. The real problem is your craving to change them or to react to them in a certain way. Okay, understand?
Okay, thank you, Tanaja.
Okay, next, Masha from Ohio.
Good morning. I guess evening. Evening for you, morning for me. The discussion on the triggers has been so helpful because even though I can have a beautiful, strong meditation, then later in the day I can face the trigger and just totally fail, fail with my trigger. I have one person in my life who has irritated me all my life, and somebody that I can't really avoid. And I keep trying to avoid this person. And I guess whenever I try to be the controller or manage it versus just see this person like the weather, not knowing what will happen on any given occasion, it just really helped to hear that I need to have a neutral mind.
You need to
And
be in your empty space.
I need to stay in my empty space. And I guess I have to consider her to be the teacher that is showing me that I still have a lot of work to do. A lot of work. But yeah, I've noticed, and I was going to ask you about this, that, I could have the beautiful meditation where the mind is steady, the mind is clear, I'm not disturbed by the bodily aches and pains, and then soon after, it's like I just totally lose touch with it.
When you come out of your empty space, you have to use wisdom to remind yourself that everything is like the weather. You cannot control them, change them, but you can learn to live with them. Take them as they come. They can be nice to you sometimes, they can be bad to you sometimes. Whatever they do to you, you just have to learn to accept it, that's all. Not react. Accept and not react. Be a viewer, not be an actor.
Yeah. I had an experience just on an activity I did with my daughter and her two small children, where we had gone to a park for like a movie event and some crafting and such. And as I sat on the big lawn, and the people were all wandering about and being with their families, it was just like I was sitting, like I was the movie projector, and the movie was just unfolding all around me, almost like a silent picture. And those kinds of experiences, they're like life altering. It's like I'm in a totally different, I guess I'm in that empty space again.
You remove yourself from the movie and become a viewer instead.
Yeah. I need to learn to do that more.
Yeah, just maintain a viewer status, not an actor status.
Okay, I'm going to keep working.
Well,
At
it's not
least
easy.
I
It's
can
not
really
easy.
see it. It really burns me now when I become the actor. And so I think I'm getting closer, because the suffering is just so much more when I entangle in what is going on around me. I can't stand myself in those situations. It's too much. And then the last thing I wanted to ask you was, if you really go into jhana, can you still have some awareness that there's a body and that there's breathing? Is there any kind of awareness of that if you're in jhana?
Well, there are two levels. One, you can still have the awareness of the body, but your mind has remained calm in equanimity. And another one is we completely detached from the body completely. the body, the breathing, everything that comes from the body will be gone, and you're left in total emptiness.
Okay. Okay.
But you have the same equanimity. Both type doesn't react to anything.
Mhm. I think mostly then I'm in that first level
Yeah,
one.
first level. Yeah, for most people, I think that for that to go deeper, you have to have something stronger to push you inside. Like when you face some life and death experience, and you can leave the trigger alone, and then you can go inside deeper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that is true. The experience, really experiencing the suffering, is like the greatest trigger of all. And then you can really go to the path if you've
Yeah, you just let go.
just let go.
Let go of the trigger.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well the whole conversation today just is
Yes.
addressing many of my little problems from day-to-day life. So I'm really appreciative on how you're answering us, because I really needed to hear all of this today.
Okay, good. I hope you can use it in your daily life.
Oh, I'm gonna try, if I burn hot enough, I will learn how to do it. I know it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, nice talking to you. Next, Tommy from Australia.
How's it going, Todd?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine. So you got a lot of photos of teachers in the background.
Yeah, we got a shrine now and a Buddha Rupa.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. Feels good. Feels like proper place of practice now.
Mhm. So what's on your mind today?
I wanted to ask about the second section, the truth of the origination of suffering in the Satipatthana.
Yes, go ahead.
And what, monks, is the noble truth of the origination of suffering? Is craving which leads to the continuation of existence, which is connected with enjoyment and passion, greatly enjoying this and that as follows: craving in regard to sense pleasures, craving in regard to the continuation of existence, craving in regard to the discontinuation of existence. Now, where, monks, does that craving, when it is arising, arise? When settling, where does it settle? In the world, there is that which is likable and pleasing. Here, this craving, when it arises, when it is arising, arises. Here, when settling, it settles. And in the world, what is likable and pleasing? And then it goes through the sense basis: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, smells, tastes, tangibles, ear consciousness, nose consciousness. Um,
So what is your question? What is your question?
I was just wondering if you had
The Buddha just elaborating the second
reflections.
noble truth, which is your craving for sensual pleasure, craving for being, and craving for not being. These are the cause of your dukkha when you have this craving inside you, and it also will lead you to new rebirth after the body dies.
And so, at what point do we get onto this one?
Well, when you keep the 8 precept, we start keeping the 8 precept. You're already curtailing these cravings for sensual pleasure. But you still haven't yet got rid of it completely. To be able to get rid of your sensual pleasure completely, you have to attain the third level enlightenment, which is anagami. The first level, you have to stop your reliance on your tool for sensual pleasure, which is your body. And then you have to stop your sensual desire by using asubha, and unpleasant contemplation of the body, to stop your sexual desire for other people's body. Then once you have done that, you have finished with your sensual pleasure craving. You no longer have any sensual pleasure for cravings, but you still have pleasure. You still have craving for being and not being, which are the status of your mind, the conditions of your mind, which you also will eventually have to stop and leave the mind alone. Leave the mind changing as it's being affected by a condition that it come into contact with, which causes the mind to change. The feeling on the mind can change. Today you can be high, tomorrow you can be low. Today you can be elated, tomorrow you might be depressed. These are conditions of the mind that change with the trigger. And try to keep it calm all the time is impossible, because you cannot enter into jhana all the time. You can do this temporarily, keep the mind calm temporarily, but when you're not in jhana, the mind will keep changing as the trigger changes. So you have to understand that this is the changing nature of the mind. There's no need to try to change the conditions of the mind. Just be willing to accept the changing of the mind, the changing status of the mind. Then you don't have to do anything. You just became just a viewer, a watcher, and not reacting to the changing status of your mind. If you feel low today, just know that you feel low, and you know this is triggered by something, but eventually it will pass. You don't have to react. You don't have to try to bring it back to normality, to equanimity all the time.
I wanted to ask about the Suba, and run my method by to see if I'm doing it properly. So first doing the serenity practice, and because I've got proper internet now, I can put my laptop next to my Jonkron path and then just watch autopsies all day when I'm doing Jonkron, and then I wait until I find something really revolting and then pause it and then internalize it, like with the nimitta, while I'm walking, or do the 32 parts. But I'm wondering, when I'm sitting, using, like, just say the Ragatanha comes up, and then swatting it away with the nimitta, am I supposed to preempt it?
You just use it like a medicine. When you get a cold, you take the medicine. See, when you don't have a cold, you don't need to use the medicine, but you must prepare the medicine beforehand. so that when you get sick, you can have the medicine right away. So by contemplating Asupa, you are preparing for the antidote or the medicine to your sexual craving. You have to bring it inside your mind till you can remember it all the time. So whenever you need it, you can pull this nimitta or these images out to stop your sexual desire.
Okay. I read in a Brawat of one Guru Ajaan, he said he used to do the first corpse contemplation. He took it on like a parikrama, like he just do it all the time until it become completely ingrained.
That's
Can you
right.
do it like that?
Yes, it's like memorizing the multiple table until it becomes natural to you, second nature to you. So whenever you multiply, you can use the multiplication table that you have memorized in your mind. Same way with the Asupa images. You want to install it in your mind like a computer. You know, you have a program, you have to install it into your computer first before you can use it. And Asupa is a computer program that you have to install in your mind.
Yeah.
By constantly thinking, reflecting, contemplating on these Asupa images until you remember it all the time. And you can call it up anytime you need it.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any more questions.
Yeah. Focus on the sensual pleasure part, the body part first before you go to the mind part. And the mind, you have to pass the body test before you can go to the mind, the mental test. You have to go to the body, the feeling, the painful feeling of the body, and then there are the sexual cravings for the body. And once you have got rid of this problem, you no longer have anything to deal with the body. Then you have the mind left to deal with alone.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, we'll go to Alfredo from Sao Paulo. Hi, Rebecca. We have a friend from Rio de Janeiro. Do you see him on the screen? It's Roberto.
Yes. Rio de Janeiro, a beach counterpart, but a beach.
Yeah, carnival town, right? Rio de Janeiro.
Yes, very good to live. A beautiful place. In forest not have beautiful, but only trees.
Where were you? Where have you been all this week? Haven't seen you for a while.
What?
Where were you all this time? I haven't seen you for a few weeks.
Oh, I take care of my health, né, Bante?
Oh, you're sick, huh?
Yes, I operate my kidney.
Oh, kidney. Transplanting? You get a transplant or a new?
No,
kidney.
Only stone.
Oh, stone. Okay.
Yes.
Kidney stone, huh?
Yes, it's difficult because have an infection and a little danger, but it's okay. It's okay. Now I'm good.
You're normal now.
Yes.
Good. So you can live long. You can live longer now. You can live longer now.
Yes. Alone, never alone. In hospital, nobody visit me. Nobody
visit you at all. So
nobody.
You're like a mom. You have no brothers, sister, no relatives.
Other people have 5, 10 peoples. Me, nobody.
You have Dhamma. You have Dhamma as your visitor.
Yes,
you have the Buddha. Have the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha as your visitor.
Oh yes. Now I'm renovate my kitchen of my kuchi. Now I'm renovating
in
My
the
kitchen.
wedding, your kitchen.
Yes, yes. My
I
kuchi,
see.
my kuchi, my
Your
yes,
kuti or your house, you mean, yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. What do you want to do
It's
with your house? Is what do you have to renovate for?
in kitchen.
In
My kitchen.
kitchen, okay.
Yes, kitchen.
All
Yes. Before is not is only 1 meter. More 2 meters in kitchen. It's very
okay.
good. Good.
You do your own cooking?
No, more or less, more or less, more or less.
So, or you buy ready to eat food, frozen food?
Yes, 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 yes. I contratate worker, a Venezuelan worker.
To
Peoples
do the
of
work for you?
yes, the peoples have to work here. He's Venezuelan. He's from Venezuela.
Yes. You
Yes.
pay him well?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. You have to be generous. Be generous, okay?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Dana.
Then from Venezuelan peoples.
Yeah, okay.
He need. The country is lucky, but the country is lost, but Trump fight Lula fight Trump, Europe, three war. The samsara is a very, very dangerous.
Yes.
Now.
It will change. Everything is anicca, don't worry. In a few years, things will change again.
Yes.
Every 4 years, they have a new election. They probably get a new person in again.
Yes, yes. Bolsonaro, the president, the ex-president of Brazil, Bolsonaro,
Yes, he's in jail. He's in jail now, isn't he?
Yes, very, very bad, very bad. The community of Dama is Lula Bante is very bad. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I practice meditation, but the body not
practice
problem.
equanimity, practice ubeka.
Yes. The problem of other people's it's not my problem, but
that's right.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No, in Thailand, okay, in Thailand, Bante.
Okay, in Thailand, everything is okay.
Politics.
We're going to have a new government again.
Oh, thank.
For 4 months,
Good.
then they'll get a new election again.
Oh, good.
It's
Monks not what Bante. Monks not need to elect.
No, monk is not eligible for voting. We are not allowed to vote. We are non-partisan. We don't have anything to do with politics.
Yes.
But we don't have to pay taxes either. So.
Yes. It's normal. It's normal.
Okay.
It's the life. It's samsara, but it's samsara.
It's dukkha. Life is dukkha.
Very
because it's the nature, it's anatta. Okay.
Yes. It's good to enlighten. Dukkha is necessary, Bante. Dukkha is necessary. Dukkha is our teacher. Dukkha is our teacher.
That's right. No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. Yes, Bante. Thanks.
Okay, good talking to you. Good to see you again.
Thanks. Good to see you too.
Okay, hope to see you all the time now.
Oh, for all peoples.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Next, outsourcing from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajaan. I'm just paying respect and
Thank you to Ajaan for your teaching.
Okay, go to Singapore with Kok Seng. Hi, hello, Kok Seng.
Yeah, greeting, Rajan. No questions at the moment. Yeah,
Okay, Alvin.
thank you, Rajan.
Go to Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Ajaan. I haven't got a question, but I just want to share something which I was very impressed with. A couple of months ago, my daughter actually came back and told me that she heard somebody, another classmate talking bad about her and another boy, and she went and told the boy. And I was very impressed with the boy response. Tan Ajaan, such a young age, he told my daughter that just ignore these people. We cannot control what they say. Just let them say whatever they want to say. So just
Yeah,
very impressed with a 16-year-old boy that able to say that.
it means
Message.
this fellow have wisdom.
Yes, yes. I don't think I'm not sure about the family background, but I told my daughter that these are the people that you should hang around more with. I was very impressed with this person.
Good.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, Raj.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Next, Intan from Indonesia.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Ajaan, can I read my experience to Ajaan?
Briefly, okay, not too long.
Oh, yes. When I heard Ajaan said sitting meditation 6 hours to get pain, at that time I didn't understand. Cause in my experience, sitting meditation for 1 hour until 5 hours is same. No pain, no numb. Mostly I got state my body disappear. Just only have my object anapanasati, but sometimes the object also disappear. Only empty. But when I influence of the condition in these weeks, in these 3 weeks, in this period when I sitting meditation, I got numb. I lost my my mindfulness. So I understand between when I have a mindfulness and I lost my mindfulness. If I have a mindfulness, for me, it's very easy to get the set until the empty state. So now, Prajan, I still can influence by the condition. Prajan have a suggest.
You have to either use wisdom or mindfulness. If you're being influenced by your things around you, then you use mindfulness to keep calm. Or look at everything and that, like you're dealing with the weather, you cannot control them. What is your question? Is this the right answer for your question? What did you ask?
Now I still can influence by the condition.
Okay.
So how to ignore them?
Using mindfulness, if you are influenced, you use mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto until your mind becomes calm, and then you will not react to the conditions. Or you can use wisdom and teach you that the conditions that influence you, they are the weather. You cannot control them. You cannot change them. You have to accept them.
Sometimes I think the problem is when I know what will be happen, especially the terrible will be happen in my country. I try to do something. So how to stop my mind? Sometimes when I think want to do something, so I say, stop it, just accept what will be happen. And this time I understand when I see this is suffering for me. So how to how to back to have a mindfulness.
By reciting mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, or chanting, until your mind becomes calm and not reacting.
Okay.
Okay, understand?
Understand. Prajant, another question.
Yes, please go ahead.
In this condition, if I want to push myself to easy to mindfulness, can I fasting, but I still walking?
It's not good for you to fast when you're working because you won't have enough time for meditation. So your investment will be wasted. So you should fast on the day that you can have full time practicing better. But if you want to fast while you work, there's no one to stop you. But fasting is to assist your meditation practice, not to assist your working.
Okay.
Okay, understand?
Okay. Understand, Prajant.
Is that all?
Yes.
Okay.
I try to practice.
Okay. When you work,
Okay, thank you,
just
Prajant.
practice mindfulness.
Yes.
Be mindful of what you do all the time. Okay.
Okay.
Next,
Prajant,
go ahead.
if I think more better for me, if I chant of metta, is okay.
Yes, you can chant anything you like. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prajant.
Next, Gek Genso from Penang.
Ajaan, good evening. Thanks for guiding the team. No question, just to pay respect to Ajaan here.
Okay. Next, the lady in Chinese character I cannot pronounce. What's your name?
Good evening, Ajaan. I'm from China and my English name is Moon, and I forgot to change the Chinese name.
I see where you're from.
China.
China. Okay. And your name is
Moon.
Full Moon. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Yes, I see. I do have some question, but my English is so poor, so I cannot ask a lot.
Just ask what you can.
I try to take a reset every day, but it also have uh it also have suffering a lot of kilesa in my life. Sometimes I feel quiet, but sometimes I feel a lot of kilesa in my life. And I take meditation, seeking meditation, and I listen to the Dharma talk, and the conservation is that it also have a lot of kilesa in my life. Sometimes it occurs and sometimes I feel equanimity. I cannot solve this problem. I don't know how to let the telephone not rise, never arrive. I don't. Yes.
You have to practice more mindfulness. Try to practice mindfulness all day long by reciting Bhutto, Bhutto. From the time you get up, as soon as you get up, you start reciting Bhutto, Bhutto as you continue on with your daily activity. Try to prevent your mind from thinking about other things. Force your mind to stay with Bhutto, Bhutto. And only think when you have to. If you have to think about work, then you stop Bhutto temporarily. When you finish thinking about working, then you continue with your Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. This will then maintain or contain your defilement to be less active. And then if you have time, you should sit and meditate also. Practice mindfulness and meditation. When you're not meditating, you practice mindfulness. When you have to meditate, then you meditate. When you meditate, you use mindfulness of breathing, or you can use mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto.
Okay, that would be a good idea to improve my focus.
You will have more equanimity. The more mindfulness you have, the more equanimity you will have. Maubeka.
Because my job is a lawyer, and I am a new lawyer, and I have to find some case to do, and I need to communicate with the people who not meditation, who is not a farmer, farmers, a Britishan. So I need to thinking how to talk to them, how to have the wisdom to talk to and to make friends with them. That is that was a big problem for me. I need to sometimes I need to thinking some question about the survive in the life, and I need to balance the meditation and the job. So that's the cleanser from I think why the cleanser you arrive some reason from that. Yeah.
Well, your defilement rising all the time because your defilement likes to get this and get that, have this and have that all the time. See? So you have to use mindfulness and meditation to slow it down, to make it become less and less.
Okay, understand it.
So try to practice mindfulness as much as you can during the daytime, during the waking hours. You can do this even when you're working. Be mindful with what you do. Don't let your mind think endlessly, aimlessly. Try to contain your thinking, and your defilement will become less intense.
Defilement. Okay.
Try to use.
I know
Yeah.
English, the word of English, how to describe it. Yes, defilement.
Okay. Practice mindfulness.
Okay, I understand it. Thank you for the answering Thank you,
Okay.
Ajahn.
Try to do it and see how the result come out. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Next, we'll go to Belinda from Singapore.
Masakan ka dyan. Listening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next, Mandy. Mandy Smith.
Good to see you.
From Canada, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good to see you and everyone else, and good questions so far from the others. Really answers some of my own. I've had to deal with some health issues again, and I had to move, so I've been kind of busy that way, and I've been attending the temple a couple times a week, and on Sunday they had a ceremony where we could make donations, and so that's been very good for consistency for me, for just being around some people instead of just on my own all the time. As far as questions go, I'm okay for this week. I think everyone else kind of asked some really good ones that satisfied my mind.
How's your practice?
Practice is going well. At least 2 times a week, I'm practicing at the temple, like 30 minutes walking, 30 minutes sitting. And we do it around a 1710 piece of jade. It's really beautiful. It's at the temple. And every night now this week, there's an online meditation. They teach like about an hour of theory and then a half an hour of walking, a half an hour of sitting, samatha. So that's also been good for joining as a group.
Yes, you should maintain your practice regularly.
Yes. It's the downtime, I guess, that sometimes I've been really struggling with the in-betweens and just kind of the monotony of life. I guess it's everyone's human condition.
Try to recite mantra mentally when you feel down. It can help you feel better.
Yeah.
Or teach yourself that life is like this. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. And you should not be choosy. You should take them both in equally.
Yeah.
Because you have no choice.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You don't have to feel down with life. Life goes up and come down. You don't have to go up and down with life. You just try to remain in between, in the middle, by not reacting, by equanimity, by ubeka. Then life would not bother you whether it goes up or it comes down. But if you go up with it and you feel good with it, when it comes down, then you feel bad with it.
Yeah.
So try not to feel good or bad. Just try to merely knowing instead. Knowing life is good today, and knowing life is bad today, but life keeps changing all the time.
Yeah.
Don't react. When you don't react, then you don't feel bad inside. It's
Yeah.
only when you react when you feel bad, because you react with defilement, you react with cravings.
So the reactions are going to continue to happen naturally inside, and just to be observing.
Just be observing. Don't try to react to things that appear and disappear. Because this is the nature of things. They come and go. They rise and cease. They go up and they come down. Try not to be influenced by them. What I mean, just be detached from them if you can. By pulling away with mindfulness, using mantra or meditation. If you haven't already got equanimity, then you need to pull it away to get into equanimity. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Next, Julia from Colorado.
Ajaan.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Just paying respects.
Anything else?
Watching, listening, receiving Dhamma. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Really healthy.
And you've been practicing all the time?
I went to a Tibetan teacher. And it's a very different style.
Yes, it's a different tradition.
Yeah, yeah. So it's interesting to see how those two approaches are different, and they have some of the same intentions.
The goal is to get to enlightenment.
Yeah. So for my practice, I really enjoy just the calm settling of the mind. And then I feel like naturally there's some brightness and there's a balance point. Like as if I were wearing a headlamp, somehow things become bright. But if I'm too just coming from the place of awakeness or brightness, for this system, then sometimes the calm gets missed.
Well, when you meditate, you should focus on your meditation object only. Don't pay attention to other thing that appears, even the brightness or anything. Just keep focusing on your meditation object to get the mind to become perfectly still, empty, nothing appears but happiness and equanimity. If you haven't got to that point yet, you keep on focusing on your meditation object. Don't leave your meditation object for anything, because when you do, you won't get to where you wanted to go.
So that works for me. but this other person says that there's the danger of being stuck in the jhana or a dull state.
There's no danger. There's no danger. It's just a way station. You take a break. You regenerate your mind. Then you move on to the next level, which is wisdom.
Yeah, okay.
When you come out of jhana, then you start to study the nature of your body, of your feelings and your mind, your mental states. So you won't get stuck if you know what you have to do next. The reason why people got stuck there because they didn't know where to go, what to do next. So they got stuck there.
Yeah.
Because they might not have a teacher or someone to tell them what to do next.
Yeah. I don't feel stuck.
That's right. It's part of it's like a bus stop, It's like a bus stop, like a train station. You stop temporarily, then you move on to the next station.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking of the train station actually before Ajahn said that. Okay.
Jhana is one of the station you have to pass. You don't get off the train when you get to that station. You continue on the train until you get to the final station, which is Nibbana.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
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 You're well.
Stay healthy. The world needs Ajahn.
Good to see you again. Next, Philip. Philip from Malaysia.
Good evening, Ajaan. I think I'll probably ask you next week because it's a pretty long question. I'm just here to pay my respects. I got in quite late today. So
you can, if you like to ask me, we can wait.
Okay. Tanajan, with this as regards to the bodily sensation, are beings only which are born in the Kama Loka and Rupa Loka the ones that can only feel and suffer and get pleasure from the body sensation? Number one, and number two is the 31 planes of existence, which is in the Buddhist scriptures, similar to an extent that a meditator goes through the stages of jhanas in his experience.
That's right. The different plane refers to the different level of practice of dana and of jhana. See, the plane that you get from dana practice is six. There's six plane, depending on how much you give away your wealth. The more wealth you give, the higher plane of happiness you attain to. And then likewise with the rupa jhana and arupa jhana, they also have different planes of happiness. And the lower realm of existence, the undesirable realm, also have four plane of suffering, not plane of happiness. So this is the division of the realm of the cycle of rebirth of the samsara, the three realms of existence, which is sensual realm, rupa and arupa realm. Rupa means rupa jhana realm, and arupa jhana realm. There are three realms of existence, and then they're divided into different planes. Understand?
Yes. So as a meditator progresses, when the body sensation starts to disappear and only like irritation in the mind, and then it's also slightly disappearing. It's also like moving from one plane to another plane.
That's right.
Okay.
When you meditate, you move away from the sensual plane and enter into the rupa plane or arupa jhana plane.
Okay. Okay. Understand, Ajahn.
And if you use wisdom, you can then go beyond the rupa and rupa jhana realm into nibbana. Okay.
Okay, understand, Ajahn. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, finally, we go to Kunjup now for more questions.
กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ We have 6 questions altogether, and 5 of them are from the assistant Gmail. The first question is from Sarasi from Switzerland. Question 1. When we talk about types of meditation, what is the best meditation method to expedite one's journey towards the path of Dhamma?
See, the different types of meditation is like antidote to different types of suffering that you're experiencing. If your mind is being influenced or being overwhelmed by anger, for instance, then you should use loving kindness meditation to get rid of the anger. If your mind is overwhelmed by sexual desire, then you have to use the supa meditation. And if you are restless and agitated, then you should use mindfulness meditation, such as mantra, to reciting mantra or do some chanting, or maintaining mindfulness all the time to stop your restlessness and agitation. So these are different antidotes for the various conditions of the mind, depending on what kind of sickness the mind has been inflicted with. Like the body, when you have stomach ache, you take the medicine for stomach ache. If you have a headache, you take the medicine for the headache. So these different types of meditation is for curing the sickness of the mind. But if your mind is normal, not sick, then we generally use mindfulness of breathing when we sit and meditate. Or we use the mantra Bhutto Bhutto.
The second question is from Charles from New York. Is it possible for a noble disciple to attempt suicide?
No.
The third question is from Gautam. During my daily activities, if I evaluate every thought, mind moment, or feeling thereof through lopa, tosa, and moha, and also the 5 precepts, am I being mindful or am I merely indulging in discursive thinking?
Yeah, you're indulging in discursive thinking. If you're mindful, you stop all your thinking altogether. You're just merely watching or observing or knowing.
Question 4. Does the evaluation of thoughts or feelings through lopa, tosa, moha help in the progress of spiritual path?
No, not at first. When you first started, you want to stop all your evaluation by using mantra or mindfulness of body or meditation to get into jhana first. Once you have jhana, then when you come out of jhana, then you can then evaluate all the conditions of the body, the feelings, and of the mind.
The next question, does the peace and calmness developed during the meditation help in cutting down the fetters automatically, or does one have to contemplate about the fetters and hindrances separately?
Well, it helps to decrease the amount, the intensity of the fetters, but it could not get rid of the fetters entirely, permanently. You need to use wisdom to be able to get rid of the fetters, but you need the support of equanimity to be able to do this, to get rid of the fetters. Not wisdom alone cannot get rid of the fetters. You need to develop samadhi or jhana, and then apply jhana and wisdom together. Then you can get rid of the fetters completely, permanently.
And the last question is from Lee Tekwa. Hi, Ajaan. Recently, I have to make a difficult decision. My 19-year-old father, who has a stroke and dementia, has been hospitalized. He has not been eating well. The doctor gave us 2 options. One is to continue with not eating and wait for the time to come for my father to leave the world. The other option is to go on the tube feeding to prolong his life. I was told tube feeding is very uncomfortable, and I'm not sure if my father can tolerate the tube inserting into his nose. May I have some advice from you? Thank you.
Well, it's better just to leave the body alone. You don't have to do anything unnatural. Let the body exist if it can exist. And if it cannot exist, then let it expire naturally.
That is all, Ka.
Okay. I think that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful and beneficial for your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
กราบสาธุเจ้าค่ะ
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, Amin.
Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you,
Thank you,
Amin.
Ajahn.
Thank you, Amin.
Thank you, Frank.
Good night,